Hey guys, before I begin this video, I want you all, the people watching you right now, to raise your hands if at some point of time or still do you face the problem of communicating. Yes, that's me. Let's be very honest. We've all faced this issue in our lives. And I've always believed that reaching the goal of good communication is a process and it takes time and a lot of practice. A good speech can easily boost your confidence and a bad one can easily let that down. So I'm not a pro here, but here are a few tips that I'm going to share in this video that can at least direct you towards achieving this goal. But again, as I mentioned earlier, practice is the key. I know listening is quite opposite to speaking, but this is how it works. Now, whether you're at workplace or at a social event, listening to someone always triggers conversation. When you listen to someone, there's this genuine curiosity that raises questions and eventually a conversation. If you listen, you can always relate. This was interesting because you're right, because this reminds me of. Now, when you relate your story to theirs, there's this interest that the other party develops, and hence the conversation is far more easier. This will always boost your confidence. So, for a good and effective communication, always listen. Now, you are a smart speaker if you can articulate a simple idea in a concise way. Long, exaggerated sentences can easily divert attention from you. So whether at a social event or at workplace, if you're someone who has the habit of explaining a small thing in a long essay, I'm sorry, but you will find it really hard to find people who want to really listen to you. And this will have a really bad effect on your confidence. So always be concise when you're speaking and when you're having a conversation. One good way to do that is to hang out with people outside your culture. Now, this is for somebody who is moving to a country for good or generally traveling. When I travel, for me, it's really important, and I feel the most enjoyable part of the whole experience of traveling is to talk to the natives, to speak their language, and generally know about their culture. Now, when you're moving to a country for good, it is far more important that you adjust, and adjustment only happens when you mingle with people of that country. You learn about their language, you learn about their culture in general. And when you hang out with people from your same background, it doesn't really work for really long. You can always choose friends, that's completely up to you, but again, it's very important to open up yourself and interact and communicate with people outside your culture. Now, I know people who are always full of information, they're pretty knowledgeable, and let's just say that they're expert of the matter under discussion, but they're not good at communication. Why? Because they don't believe in themselves. When I was in school, I was pretty involved in debate competitions, and let's just say I was pretty good. And for a very long time, nobody knows that I had stage fright. And I spoke to my teacher about it, and she said that I need to think like an expert before getting on the stage. Only then I can overcome it. I need to own what I'm speaking with facts. And that's what I did. Before going to the stage, I would always think, I know this and I can conquer this and I'm the expert here. And that really worked. A similar situation can easily work with a friend, at workplace when you're giving presentation. When you own and when you believe in yourself that you are the expert here, I think the communication and the conversation just happen, and this really boosts your confidence. So think and act like you're an expert. So guys, these were my few tips and I hope you'll follow them, and I am repeating this for the third time in this particular video that this does not come overnight. You need to practice. And I'll end this video with the usual stuff. Subscribe to my channel, like and share, and I'll see you in my next video.